Just because you are a trauma survivor or someone who has faced a lot of troubles, problems, challenges, tragedy in your life does not mean that you are also someone who will 100% understand the pain and suffering or traumas of other people. Just because you yourself are a survivor of something immensely painful does not guarantee that you are also empathic, compassionate, and considerate towards other people's pain, suffering, and trauma. Why? Because people who have gone through a lot often become very bitter, brutal, and inconsiderate of other people's feelings, and that is like a trauma response to care only about oneself, because people who have gone through a lot, they somehow interpret that nobody cares for me, so only I have to care for myself, and that is a right thing. But to completely disregard other people's emotions while doing so, that is not right. You need a healthy balance here. People who have gone through a lot, they often choose, consciously or subconsciously, to become selfish, to only care about themselves, and completely ignore the emotions of other people. And that is why the same kind of trauma, the same kind of abuse, or the same kind of wounds which makes an empath into an empath and a narcissist into a narcissist exist. A narcissist is someone who, because he or she have not got the love, care, support, and respect of his or her part in childhood, decides to become someone who will only care about oneself and will completely disregard the feelings, emotions, and needs of other people, especially the emotional needs of other people. A narcissist is someone who becomes into a narcissist is a child who faced lack of love, support, true care, and respect, and therefore they somewhere chose to become someone who will repeat the same cycle to other people and will literally walk over the feelings and the emotional needs of other people. While empath is a child who was also denied of the basic care, love, and respect and support in their childhood, but chose to provide all of that they deserved, all that love, care, support, and respect to themselves, by themselves, and also to the other people who have been denied and neglected of that love, care, support, and respect. So it's always the choice of any human being that matters, that makes them into who they are. It is never guaranteed that just because you have faced something really hard and painful in your life that you will turn into a good human. No, people turn into even more evilistic version of their self when they are faced with challenges, problems, abuse, trauma, grief, torture, suffering. So just because you yourself are a trauma survivor does not mean that you completely 100%ly understand the pain and suffering and trauma of other people and you are empathic and compassionate toward the other people. No. It is something that you have to cultivate in yourself. It is something, empathy and true compassion and true emotional understanding, awareness, intelligence, and maturity are something that a human being have to cultivate in themselves by their own conscious choice, willingness to practice, to develop that trait, and the actual practice of developing those traits. It does not happen on its own. You could have like little bit of empathy and compassion towards other people because of your own experiences of pain, trauma, and suffering, and inner knowing that no one helps you easily, no one helps a person in suffering easily. People don't even like to be around such people. It feels draining to them. Okay. And apart from that, any normal individual can have, and actually do have, a certain level of empathy, compassion, and understanding toward other people, because human is a social being in the first place. So he or she does have emotions, and those emotions flow when a situation comes. Then according to that situation, those emotions flow. But to actually develop and transform or transmute those emotions into a powerful strength, into a powerful magical wand, one has to like literally put efforts consciously. And yeah, that is something that comes from conscious decision, willingness, determination, and constant practice. So who people who are like empaths, who naturally have high empathy, high compassion, high emotional intelligence, awareness, understanding, and maturity, they are literally a golden light walking around in human body, human flesh. They are something, yeah. They are that magic that can contribute massively in the evolution of human race, of the mankind, into its next higher version. And therefore empaths are like really, really, really very, very important. People do not understand this, that when you are truly listened by a true listener, that will touch your soul differently, that will heal you like so effortlessly now, you can't even imagine.